就pipe flow 咧係我哋常見咧喺譬如話 water supply 嘅 system 入邊咧，我哋基本上咧係用 pipe flow 嘅一個嘅計數嘅pipe flow 其實係我哋所理解嘅 pipe flow 同埋 open channel flow。open channel flow 亦都可能係喺一個 close conduit 入邊去流嘅。譬如話啲排水渠咧，佢其實都係 close conduit， 即係佢個 pipe 咧都係譬如話 drainage 嘅話，佢都係 pipe 嘅。咁但係我哋所講嘅 pipe flow 同埋呢個 open channel flow 嘅最大 difference 咧，係因為我哋嘅 pipe flow 咧係佢係 under pressure 嘅。咁而 open channel flow 咧，即係好似啲水面咁樣咧，佢就係個水面咧係佢係屬於係atmospheric pressure 嘅。就唔係 under pressure 嘅佢最大嘅區別係咁咁所以佢哋出嚟嘅嗰個計數方式咧係唔一樣嘅topic 2咧就首先我哋係講咗乜嘢係laminar flow 同埋 turbulent flow 啦laminar flow 咧中文叫層流啦turbulent flow 咧就叫橫流啦即係或者串流啦層流咧，佢即係從個字面嘅理解咧，就係佢哋係分層咧好明顯嘅咁所以咧個 flow 咧基本上好即係佢唔會係即係好 regular 咁樣流動啦我哋叫做咁所以咧佢哋係啲fluid particle 同 particle 之間咧係基本上好秩序、好有秩序咁樣一個方向向前行嘅咁但係 turbulent flow 嘅時候咧係特別係因為個fluid 嘅嗰個 velocity 咧係變大咗咁當佢越大嘅時候咧，大家可以諗到即係你可以想像係一啲嘅如果譬如話一班人個排隊係好即係慢慢咁行咧，通常咧就比較齊整啦咁但係如果大家依家係遇到一啲嘅突發事故咁樣，即係話係好似呢啲地震咁樣，大家擁住要跑出去某個地方咁就會。有啲人跑得慢，有啲人跑得快咧，就會出現一啲嘅即係有啲被撞暈，即係撞嚟撞去咁樣嘅情況啦。咁就變咗 particle 同 particle 之間咧有啲 mix 嘅現象咁所以咧就出現咗呢個 turbulent flow 嘅情況啦。咁 turbulent flow 咧，我哋上次睇 video 咧就見到咧有喺某一個嘅情況下咧，佢個 flow 咧係旋轉咁樣一向前行嘅。咁我哋叫嗰種咧。特定嘅情況咧係叫做Vauquelin vortex spring 一種咁嘅渦階效應如果佢當佢嘅fluid velocity 去到某一程度應該話我哋更加準確啲嚟講咧，話個 Reynolds number 咧係去到大到某個程度咧，咁佢就會出現一種好 mixed 嘅混巡嘅情況啦。咁我哋叫做佢就屬於係去到一個叫 fully turbulent flow 嘅狀況嘅。OK。我哋頭先講啦laminar flow 同埋 turbulent flow 嘅界定咧，就用呢個嘅 dimensionless number 叫做 Reynolds number 雷諾數喺 fluid mechanics 入邊咧好出名嘅一個嘅參數啦雷諾數叫得 number， 即係佢係冇單位嘅冇單位基本上大部分嘅 Reynolds number 嘅計數咧，就係遵循呢兩個公式V/D over nu 非常之簡單嘅三個參數嘅一個乘同埋除。OK 就留意翻咧上面呢個第一條式嘅 V/D over nu， 呢個係 velocity， 下面呢個唔係 velocity， 呢個係叫 kinematic viscosity， 運動黏度係數kinematic viscosity， 佢係同呢一個嘅 dynamic viscosity 咧係有關係嘅但係 dynamic viscosity 咧就係動力黏度係數，佢同個力係有關嘅。kinematic viscosity 咧就個單位上咧係冇力學嘅嗰個單位喺度嘅，咁所以佢哋兩個區別係咁我哋上次都講咗咧 ，mu 咧就等於 mu 除翻個 density 嘅，佢哋嘅關係係咁樣轉換嘅。咁最簡單嘅計數咧就係咁嘅。喺 pipe flow 入邊咧，如果 Reynolds number 少於2000咧，就係 laminar flow；大於3000咧，就去到turbulent flow； 有啲書咧就會係大於4000嘅嚇，咁就主要睇翻佢即係4000以上就更加嚴謹啲啦嚇。咁3000咧其實都已經屬於係一個叫 transitional 嘅 flow 嘅。中間呢度 unpredictable 嘅，因為我哋睇翻Mooney diagram咧，佢嗰啲點咧係好不規則咁分佈，所以咧呢一個區間咧係屬於係一個嘅臨界嘅地方咧，就佢哋係屬於 unpredictable 嘅 area。咁另外我哋亦都介紹咗一啲嘅 developing flow 同埋 developed flow 嘅情況啦嚇。developing flow 咧，我哋一個velocity profile 咧，即係我哋通常呢個係 developing 定係 developed 咧，就講翻呢個 flow 嘅 velocity profile 是否穩定嘅嚇。即係譬如話喺一個大嘅即係一啲嘅水嘅流動嘅由一個 section 去到另外一種嘅 section 嘅時候咧。咁佢嘅 velocity profile 咧係會有一段距離係調整嘅嚇。譬如話由一個水缸到一條喉，咁佢嘅 velocity 咧會係由一個平均嘅 velocity 咧，逐漸 develop 到一個嘅類似於 parabolic 嘅velocity 嘅嚇。所以咧佢喺呢一段嘅入口嘅地方咧，我哋叫呢一度咧叫 developing flow 啦。當佢啲flow velocity profile 穩定咗咧，我哋就叫 developed 啦嚇。咁呢個嘅通常嘅意義咧，就在於咧講俾大家聽咧，喺當你如果係未來要做一啲嘅 flow measurement 嘅時候咧，咁咧最好係喺一個 developed 嘅 range 咧去做測量嘅嚇。咁如果 developing 嘅呢個部分測量咧，就每一個 location 佢個 velocity profile 都唔一樣。咁所以咧就會造成你個數據咧係唔穩定嘅嚇，即係咁樣。咁呢啲我哋作為介紹嘅啫，通常都唔會話叫大家去計數啊嗰啲嘢嘅嚇。呢度亦都係一個介紹啦，咁 DN 嘅 system 啦嚇。咁我哋一般做啲渠啊，做啲 pipe 嘅設計咧，我哋最尾喺個圖紙上面咧，都係要標翻嗰條喉咧，嗰條渠咧叫 DN 幾多嘅嚇。無論係供給水嘅喉啦，定係排水嘅渠啦，咁都係 DN 嘅呢個數字去界定嘅。呢樣嘢係好喺香港咧係好特殊嘅嚇。通常我哋喺做設計嘅時候咧，都係 DN 乜嘅，但係如果你要去到真正去揾供應商買嘅時候咧，你都會係幾寸頭啊，幾多尺頭啊咁樣嘅。香港咧就都仲係保留緊呢個嘅。DN 咧係一個國際標準嘅一個命名嘅規則啦，咁但係我哋都仲係保留緊好多英制嘅一啲規則嘅。譬如話呢個 DN25咧，就相當於呢個叫1寸喉嘅 ，OK？ 因為大家知道1寸即係相當於係24.5mm 嘅單位嘛，係嘛？咁所以呢個 DN25咧就相當於1寸喉 ，OK？咁如果 DN18咁樣就叫4寸喉嘅，咁所以係大致上咁㗎 ，OK？ 咁所以呢個可能大家日後如果係涉及到呢啲嘅設計同埋你去真正去採購物料嘅時候咧，就會遇到呢啲咁嘅轉變啦 ，OK？ 大概你就記得咧就係1寸就相當於25.4 mm 啦，因為呢個大家都應該好清楚啦。我哋都講咗咧，喺pipe system 入邊嘅 head loss 咧，基本上都係由呢兩個部分組成啦，一個叫 pipe head loss 啦，另外一個 component head loss。pipe head loss 即係由於個 fluid 同埋個管壁之間摩擦所產生嘅呢個 head loss 咧，叫做 pipe head loss。我哋亦都叫佢做 major 嘅 head loss。我哋上堂介紹過，因為 major 咧呢個講法咧係。即係從佢喺一個 pipe system 入邊咧，通常係啲 pipe 嘅佔嘅比例咧係多於嗰啲 component 即係 fitting 嘅部分嘅，咁所以咧呢個叫 major， 咁呢個咧叫 minor 即係一個多與少嘅問題 ，OK？ 不過如果更加準確啲就係 pipe head loss 同埋 component head loss 可能會等於咁樣去命名咧，更加容易理解佢哋嘅來源啦 ，OK？ 呢度我哋亦都有講咗一條嘅 equation 咧，叫做 Darcy-Weisman equation。 呢條 equation 咧係其中一條係去計算咧喺喉管入邊個 frictional 嘅 head loss 嘅一條 equation 啊。咁佢會需要有啲咩參數去計算呢個 HF 咧head loss 咧 HF 咧就係 frictional 嘅 head loss 啊。咁佢會要知道咧你條喉嘅嗰個長度啦呢啲大家應該想像中都知道啦越長嘅肯定係越head loss 越大啦 ，OK？ 咁越個diameter越細嘅，咁佢嘅 head loss 越大嘅，咁所以咧佢嘅關係咧 L 咧係分子嘅 ，D 係分母嘅。咁跟住咧velocity， 當你啲水流動得越快嘅時候，咁個摩擦得肯定越勁啦嚇。咁所以咧佢個 velocity head 咧係乘嘅方式相乘嘅。咁另外呢個咧細 f 咧就叫 Darcy friction factor 或者簡單啲嚟講就叫 friction factor。不過呢度咧就因為我哋喺下作嚟呢科咧，我哋會介紹幾種嘅唔同嘅 head loss 嘅計算方式嘅。呢個係其中一種嘅 Darcy-Weisbach equation。呢個 Darcy-Weisbach equation 咧，佢睇上去咧好公正，但係咧就要用嘅時候咧，佢嘅規矩咧就比較多啲，因為咧個 frictional factor 咧係要查呢個嘅 Boole diagram 咧去揾出嚟嘅。而且佢呢個 Boole diagram 嘅 frictional factor 咧，同個 Reynolds number 咧又有啲關係喎。咁所以有啲情況下咧，我哋需要做一啲 iteration 咧，先至可以 estimate 到佢呢個 velocity 或者個 diameter 嘅，即係某些嘅計數啊。咁另外咧，除即係呢度咧除咗我哋咁樣去計算呢一個 head loss 嘅方式之外咧，我哋亦都會係有啲情況下咧，需要將呢一啲嘅 equation 咧轉做一個 KQ power n 嘅 format 嘅跟住 KQ power n 嘅 format 咁呢個 n 係某些代表住某些嘅exponent 嘅數字。咁呢個 exponent 嘅數字咧就視乎於你用邊一條嘅 equation， 即係我哋叫做用邊一個 model 去 estimate 個 head loss。譬如話咧，用 Darcy-Weisbach equation 去 estimate 嘅話，佢呢個 n 咧就等於2嘅。DW equation 咧即係 n 就等於2嘅即係 KQ 二次。咁呢個點解二次咧？係因為呢度咧 V 係等於 Q over 個 area。咁所以咧會呢度換翻呢個 V 之後咧，個 Q 就變咗二次方啦。咁所以咧就係KQ 二次。咁呢個 K 咧就其實就係將呢度個 V 換翻做呢個嘅 Q over A 之後咧嘅一紮嘅 coefficient 嘅。咁通常喺啲喉管嘅參數入邊咧，呢啲咧當我哋有啲呢個 equation 咧，多數用喺我哋嚟緊今堂我會講嘅一個嘅叫做 flow system 嘅，即係個 high network system 嘅嗰個 estimation 上面咁咧就因為好多時候咧，我哋喺設計好一 set 嘅嗰啲嘅 high system 嘅時候咧，我哋需要 estimate 翻佢。我哋通常設計個喉管咧，我哋都係設計佢嘅diameter長度啊嘛。咁我哋設計完之後咧，咁我哋會 estimate 翻佢嘅每條喉，如果喺某個 flow 即係某個嘅使用情況下咧，佢究竟每條喉嘅嗰個 flow 大概係幾多咁會 estimate 翻嘅。咁所以呢個時候咧，我哋想要知道嘅就主要係呢個 Q 為主嘅。咁所以呢個時候咧，我哋會係呢啲嘅參數咧，8FL high 二次 GD 五次呢啲通常都係喺喉管設計嘅時候咧就已經確定咗呢啲參數嘅。另外咧就係一個嘅 Hazen-Williams equation Hazen-Williams equation。咁呢個 equation 咧係佢咧就係比較 empirical 一啲即係佢呢啲係經驗嘅公式。咁呢個公式咧就佢嘅equation 咧嗰啲嘅 exponent 咧譬如話呢啲參數嘅呢度雖然睇上去好複雜呢個 KH 咧其實就係單位嘅一個參數嘅，即係呢條式咧就有用緊英制、美制單位啦，同埋呢個 SI unit 嘅。咁 咁喺唔同嘅 unit system 咧，佢呢個 KH 咧就係、有啲嘅參數嘅轉換啦。Hydraulics 入邊同埋 hydrology 入邊咧，好經常會有咁樣嘅一啲公式嘅。咁因為咧比較偏向於應用因為佢好多時候咧，一啲嘅公式咧就未必係好從經典物理學入邊推導出嚟嘅，而好多時候咧係通過大量嘅實驗咧嚟總結出嚟嘅一啲嘅公式嚟嘅。咁所以咧你會發覺咧喺 hydrology 咧係會見到好多啲奇奇怪怪咁樣嘅 equation 嘅嚇。咁但係我哋譬如話喺計數嘅時候咧，當然大家如果係 assignment 你都可以問翻嗰啲公式啦。我哋亦都喺我哋呢科嘅 model 嗰度咧，亦都有個公式表俾大家咧去參考嘅。咁如果考試測驗咧，我都會建議大家去主要係去focus on 邊幾類嘅 model 啦，咁會縮窄少少嘅範圍嘅。咁呢個 C 咧就係、主要係 Hazen-Williams equation 入邊嘅最核心嘅一個參數。呢個 Hazen-Williams roughness 叫做roughness coefficient。呢個 C 咧就係、個 Hazen-Williams equation 嘅最主要嘅個變化。咁咧就譬如話 Darcy-Weisbach equation 咧，你會見到佢最特色嘅一個參數咧就係、呢個細 f frictional factor，Darcy friction factor 咁樣。咁而呢個Hazen-Williams equation 咧又係最outstanding 嘅一個參數咧就係、呢個 C 啦 ，Hazen-Williams roughness。R 咧就通常都係好通用嘅參數嚟嘅，係呢個叫做 hydraulic radius。咁我哋上堂課亦都講咗 hydraulic radius 係啲乜嘢嚟嘅。因為咧好多時候咧有啲即係呢條式咧就唔單止用喺pipe 嘅，唔單止用喺 round pipe 嘅。佢如果用 hydraulic radius 咧，佢用喺啲方形嘅啲 pipe 或者甚至係 open channel 咧，呢條式咧都用得嘅。咁但係 Darcy Weisbach equation 咧用嘅地方咧係 pipe flow 多啲嘅，open channel 度亦都有用但係就冇咁好用，即係冇呢個後邊嗰條 main equation 更加用喺 open channel 會多啲嘅。呢個hydraulic radius 咧，我哋通常就係 RH 嘅，多數寫 RH 多啲hydraulic radius， 咁咧佢就係一個 cross section 嘅 area 咧。除翻一個叫 wet perimeter 濕周嘅，濕周嘅意思即係譬如話呢度一個咁樣嘅 cross section，佢嘅 area 就係當然係個水嘅 area 啦。濕周就係呢啲水掂得到嘅呢個嘅edge 嘅長度。濕周就係啲水會掂到嘅長度，即係譬如話呢個 area 嘅話咧，佢表面嗰度咧。即係呢個水面呢度咧，係唔會掂到呢個壁嘅，咁所以咧計濕周嘅時候咧就呢度就呢個嘅長度咁所以呢個叫 hydraulic radius。friction slope 咁就係即係其實咧就係 head loss per distance distance。咁呢度係呢條式咧就係計 velocity 啦。咁其實friction slope 就係個 friction over 個 distance，friction loss over distance 係咁樣計出嚟嘅。咁呢個係 estimate 個 velocity 啦，即係話呢條式咧就會係用於咧，譬如話你係知道呢一段渠嘅佢嘅一啲嘅參數啦 hydraulic radius 你知道條渠嘅 material， 呢個 C 字咧就係同個 coating 咧同埋個 coating 位有個 surface 嘅 property 咧有關嘅。同個 surface 嘅 property 有關嘅，即係同呢條渠嘅條喉管嘅 property、surface property 有關嘅。咁跟住你知道條渠嘅 material 咧，知道個hydraulic radius， 知道個 friction 同埋個 distance 咧，你就可以 estimate 到個 velocity 啦，即係咁樣。咁呢個表咧就會係 list 咗咧幾種嘅參數啦 Hazen-Williams 嘅 C 啦，同埋 Manning equation 嘅 roughness N 啦，同 埋 multi-diagram 入邊用嘅KS 啦，即係呢個嘅叫做 set equivalent roughness，set equivalent roughness， 即係都係表達，即係呢個就係唔同嘅 model 去 estimate 嘅呢個參數。即係 C 就頭先我哋講嘅 Hazen-Williams equation 入邊一個好重要、好特色嘅一個嘅參數啦。Manning's N 咧又係 Manning equation 入邊一個好特色嘅參數。multi-diagram 入邊咧，我哋就需要咧需要用呢個 KS relative roughness 咧去揾個 frictional factor 嘅，所以呢個係喺 multi-diagram 咧係需要用嘅。調翻轉啦，頭先嗰條式係計 velocity 嘅，咁如果我哋計 head loss 咧，用 Hazen-Williams equation 咧，就會係用上面呢條式同埋或者呢條式啦 ，OK？ 呢兩條式其實一樣嘅。咁呢條式同呢條式嘅區別咧，就係個 A 就係一個嘅 coefficient for unit 嘅 system 嘅A 就係coefficient for unit system 嘅。左邊呢條式同右邊呢條式嘅區別咧，就係一啲參數咧係擺喺括弧出邊，有一啲係擺喺入邊嘅。咁如果擺喺入邊咧，咁全部就係就會咁樣工整啲啦，睇上去。但係佢個 power 咧就係1.8。咁所以如果係即係個 Q 就係1.8次方嘅，咁所以如果係用 Hazen-Williams equation 咧，去轉化做 KQN 次嘅 format 咧，咁佢個 N 咧就等於1.8咁所以呢度個 N 就等於1.8嘅所以 Hazen-Williams equation 去用 KQ power N 嘅 format 咧 ，N 就係1.8我哋會係但係咧多數情況下咧，我哋少用嘅，少用Hazen-Williams equation。但係大家知道有啲咁嘅 equation， 同埋可能有時候咧會叫你 compare 下，用唔同嘅同一種嘅喉管，用唔同嘅 equation estimate 出嚟嘅 head loss 會有啲咩區別？咁跟住要你哋去評價翻都唔出奇嘅 ，OK？咁所以咧用 Hazen-Williams equation 咧去 estimate head loss KQ 1.85次方咧就會簡單嚇。咁呢個 phi L 咧又係嘅 K 咧就會係呢個啦呢個 phi 咧就係phi 咧係一個unit system 嘅 coefficient L 就係個長度啦 ，C 就係 Hazen-Williams equation 嘅 roughness，D 就大面積嘅呢個係就所以知道呢種 equation 咧。HW equation 咧，我哋知道嗰個喉管嘅 property 咧，我哋基本上咧就唔使查嗰個 multi-diagram 啦，就好直接咁樣就即係一條式咧就可以 estimate 到啲 head loss velocity 嘅個方便嘅地方就係咁啦。另外咧就係呢一個嘅 Manning equation 啦 ，Manning equation 咧亦都係一個比較經典嘅 equation 計算個 head loss 或者計算個 discharge 都會係用到 Manning equation 嘅咁 Manning equation 亦都睇上去咧，就啲參數咧都少少複雜嘅咁呢個 head loss 咧就係N 啦N 咧就係個叫做 Manning's roughness N 就係呢個叫 Manning's roughness亦都係即係佢嘅特色嘅參數嘅之一啦。其他嗰啲咧 beta 咧就係 unit 嘅參數 unit 嘅轉換係數，V 咧就 velocity，R 又係個 hydraulic radius，L 又係個 length 嚟嘅其他嗰啲都係常見嘅參數，就係個 N 咧就係一啲嘅同個 Manning equation 咧係有關嘅。咁佢咧如果係轉做 KQ 乜 N 嘅 format 咧，又係個 power 嘅。咁 Manning equation 咧即係個 Q 嘅 N 嘅 power 咧係2嘅 ，OK？ 咁所以咧就睇你用邊條 equation 啦咁你譬如話用 DW equation 咧，個 KQN 咧就係個 power 嘅。咁如果你係Hazen-Williams equation 嗰個 Q 嘅 power 咧就係1.85嘅。咁 Manning equation 亦都係 power 嘅。咁 Manning equation 咧喺做 open channel 嘅時候咧會更加用得多啲。咁我哋喺 pipe flow 咧往往咧係用 Darcy-Weisbach equation 咧會多啲嘅。 跟住咧呢度個 stress distribution 呢啲我哋就輕帶過就算啦。大家知道咧，大概知道一個大 concept 咧，就係咧，當個 friction 咧喺個批波嘅時候，即係如果喺fully pipe flow 嘅時候咧，個 friction 咧喺個管壁嘅內側嘅嗰個位咧係最大嘅，因為佢個流體咧同個管壁嘅摩擦係最明顯嘅。喺中心位咧就係零嘅嘅 shear stress 嘅，咁所以喺中心位咧係冇 shear stress 嘅，咁所以亦都反映咧就係中心嘅 velocity 咧係最大嘅。咁後面呢啲都簡單地過 information 就得啦。laminar flow 咧佢係個 velocity distribution 咧就會係咁嘅樣啦就係個 maximum velocity 乘翻1減去 r square over r log 嘅 square 咁呢個就説明咧喺 laminar flow 咧個 velocity distribution 咧就係一個 parabolic 嘅 manner 嚟嘅，即係佢係一個拋物線嘅分佈。咁咧喺管壁咧個 velocity 係 zero 嘅，喺中心位咧個 velocity 係最大嘅。咁而佢中間嘅變化咧係一個拋物線嘅變化。大致上大家了解咁就得啦。咁呢啲好少會叫大家去 develop 呢啲 equation 嘅。咁跟住咧，另外一個咧就係喺laminar flow 入邊咧，個 Darcy friction factor 咧就正好咧係64 over RED 嘅。64 over RED。咁呢個64 over RED 咧係根據個 mean velocity 根據呢個嘅頭先嘅嗰個 velocity distribution 嘅 profile 咧去推導出嚟嘅。因為 laminar flow 咧佢係屬於一個比較regular 嘅 flow 嚟嘅，咁所以咧佢好多時候嗰啲嘅參數之間嘅關係咧係可以用一啲嘅既有嘅嗰啲 model 咧去 develop 出嚟。咁所以呢個係一個好 fixed 嘅 relationship。但係去到 turbulent flow 咧，即係 Reynolds number 大於3000嘅時候咧，就冇辦法去咁樣做啦，因為個 flow 嘅，因為當佢個 flow 係去到 turbulence 嘅時候咧，啲 particle 嘅喐動咧係非常之混亂嘅，咁所以咧係 predict 唔到嘅。咁大家唔知有冇睇過一個叫做三體嘅一個小説？即係佢嘅三體係一個 free body 嘅 motion 咧，係一個 predict 唔到嘅 motion。因為佢有如果有 two body 嘅話咧，通常佢哋嘅motion 咧 relative motion 咧係可以通過佢哋相互之物質同物質之間嘅嗰個排斥力同埋吸引力咧去平衡得到。但係當有三個 body 嘅時候咧，或者以上嘅時候咧，基本上咧就係人類嘅計數機咧係好難去平衡呢個情況。咁當然未來嘅人工智能或者係光學計數機咧係更加可能會預定到啦。咁但係即係好似喺 fluid 入邊咁樣fluid 入邊其實水嘅分子咧，即係你喺見到我哋嘅流動嘅水咧，就其實係好多唔知幾多億個嘅水分子喺度喐緊。咁佢哋之間嘅 interaction 咧係基本上咧我哋係冇辦法去好準確嘅預定㗎啦。咁特別係喺 turbulent flow 嘅時候咧，我哋多數咧都係用一啲嘅經驗參數咧去 estimate。咁所以咧就會係用一啲嘅好多時候咧係 estimation 㗎即係譬如話呢條power law formula 咧，去 estimate 咧，去 represent 咧喺 turbulent 嘅 flow 嘅情況下咧個 velocity 嘅 distribution 咁佢呢度咧其實就好少話直接用㗎啦咁主要咧就係大家大概知道咧喺 turbulent flow 咧mean velocity 咧。maximum velocity 咧，大致上咧係20% higher than mean velocity 咧就 OK 啦大概有一個咁嘅概念就得㗎啦。具體咧喺turbulent flow 咧，好少會咁樣去 estimate 㗎。通常 turbulent flow 咧要turbulent flow 亦都係有個好處係乜嘢咧？佢嘅 mean velocity 同個 maximum velocity 咧相差唔大。大致上咧 maximum 咧係mean velocity 嘅係1.2倍咁但係 turbulent flow 咧 maximum 咧係 mean velocity 嘅咧係2倍嘅咁所以咧喺 所以喺我哋度嗰個水嘅時候咧，佢基本上咧，因為佢水係達低呢度嘅流體嚟嘅，咁所以咧水咧大部分情況下咧，佢都係 turbulent flow 嘅流動狀態嘅。咁所以佢個 mean velocity 咧，同個 maximum velocity 好接近嚇。咁呢啲我哋都boundary layer 嗰啲就唔會詳細講啦嚇。咁我哋上一堂課咧講咗一個呢個嘅 Boole diagram 嘅前身啊 Boole diagram 前身係通過實驗咧去 plot 出嚟嗰個圖。咁我哋講咗有4個 observation 啦。第一個 observation 咧 laminar flow 嘅呢度咧個 frictional factor 呢個圖咧其實係一個實驗咧係講緊 frictional factor 啦、Reynolds number 啦同埋個 material 之間嘅關係嘅啊，即係3個關係嘅融合埋一齊嘅一個圖啊。咁呢個圖咧就係第一個 observation 咧，就喺呢個嘅 laminar flow 嘅 region 咧，就係個佢哋啲點咧係集中喺呢一條線上嘅。咁所以咧佢呢個第一個 observation 咧就係 laminar flow 嘅 region 咧，呢個 frictional factor 咧係一個 fixed relationship 就64/RET 嘅。咁大家會講啊，點解呢個嘅64/RET 都唔係一個 linear 嘅線嚟嘅喎？咁點解呢個咁咧？因為呢條係 log scale 嘅圖嘅 log scale。log scale， 所以佢就咁可以變咗係一個咁樣嘅 distribution 咁另外咧就係、可能係 semi-log scale， 又似係semi-log scale。咁咧我睇下先，應該係 log scale、semi-log scale，OK，semi-log scale 呢個係 Reynolds number log， 其他兩邊就唔係 log，OK。咁咧，所以佢就會出現一個咁嘅 distribution。另外就另外一個 observation 咧就係 smooth pi wall 咧就會係永遠就唔會低過呢條線嘅，永遠就唔會低過呢條線。所以呢條線咧就係 smooth pi wall 嘅時候咧 ，smooth pi wall 即係絕對冇 friction 嘅roughness 嘅時候咧，就係當我哋 smooth pi wall 啦。咁一般情況下，如果我哋遇到啲嘅好光滑嘅膠喉或者係一啲嘅玻璃嘅喉，甚至一啲嘅不鏽鋼喉，我哋都可以當係 smooth pi wall 嘅。另外咧就第三個 observation 咧就係呢個嘅transitional turbulent flow 未好完全嘅 turbulent flow 咧，個 frictional factor 咧就同呢個 Reynolds number 同埋呢個嘅 roughness 有關嘅。咁去到後邊咧，呢度啲線咧平晒啦，咁所以呢個區域咧 frictional factor 咧就淨係同呢個 relative roughness 有關啦。所以就4個 observation。咁呢4個 observation 咧就furtherly 咧頭先講嘅呢啲嘅 relative roughness 咧都roughness height 咧 sand equivalent roughness。咁佢呢個 roughness 咧佢同呢個 roughness 咧，佢係叫 sand equivalent roughness， 即係佢會將呢個表面咧，呢個喉管嘅表面咧，佢嘅一啲粗糙度咧，即係好平均咁樣咧，就當係用一個嘅粗糙度嘅平均嘅高度咧，去表示呢個 roughness height。OK， 即係譬如話佢可能係呢個嘅喺顯微鏡下邊，佢嘅呢個嘅平均嘅粗幼度咧。即係去咁樣表示嘅，所以所以 Darcy-Weisbach equation 咧就會係用呢個參數咧去表示呢個喉管嘅呢個 roughness。咁咧就呢度會係一個 Moody diagram 啦，Moody diagram。咁Moody diagram 咧就會係我哋特別係 combine 呢個 Darcy-Weisbach equation 嘅計數咧係經常要用嘅一個 diagram。咁無非咧就會係多數情況下咧，就係、通過咧睇呢個 relative roughness Reynolds number 咧，去揾呢個 frictional factor 係幾多嘅。多數嘅用途咧係咁嘅。 當然亦都有調翻轉嚟揾㗎啦。可能有時候調翻轉咧，我哋已知呢個 fictional factor， 又已知呢個 Reynolds number， 我哋去揾翻呢個後半嘅 roughness 係幾多嘅。咁亦都有呢啲嘅用途。係啦。咁咧Moody diagram 咧，除咗查表嘅方式之外咧，亦都有咧公式計數嘅。公式計數，譬如話呢一條 equation 呢條 equation 咧係 for turbulent flow 嘅喎。OK， 呢條 equation 嘅適用範圍咧有嘅，呢度注意翻，佢係4000到10嘅8次方嘅 Reynolds number， 而個 roughness 咧係 relative roughness 咧係10嘅負4至2乘10嘅負2嘅，即係佢喺呢個範圍適用嘅嚇。咁所以 outside 呢個範圍咧，咁未必用得到啦。留意啦。laminar flow 咧就唔使呢條 equation 啦 ，laminar flow 就非常之straightforward 啦，就呢個公式㗎 laminar。咁如果 turbulent 嘅話咧，就會係用呢個叫 Swami and Jain equation 啦 Swami and Jain equation 呢條 equation 咧係用得比較多啲嘅。因為佢唔需要做 iteration 就可以計到啦，因為直接入參數咧就 estimate 到啦。咁當然仲有啲其他 equation 嘅，譬如話呢個 Prunto and Volkanen equation， 呢條 equation 咧係相對於 Swami and Jain equation 咧係仲簡單啲嘅，佢連 Reynolds number 都唔使嘅。咁所以呢條 equation 咧more applicable 咧 to 呢個 fully turbulent flow 嘅。more applicable to fully turbulent flow 嘅，咁即係話係咩 region 咧？即係呢個你睇翻 Moody diagram 咧，呢條虛線打右邊嘅部分，呢虛線打右邊嘅部分係叫 fully turbulent flow， 即係喺呢條虛線右邊嘅部分咧，你見到嗰啲線咧都係已經係平晒啦。平晒嘅意思即係話，無論個 Reynolds number 點變化咧，佢嘅 frictional factor 咧只係同呢個 Ks over 有關嘅啫。咁所以呢個就係 fully turbulent flow 嘅 region 啦。咁呢個作為咧某些情況下咧，做一個 estimation 咧係 OK 嘅。但係當做完 estimation 嘅時候咧，要根據你 estimate 出嚟嘅嗰個 diameter 或者 Q 咧，再要計翻一次嗰個 Reynolds number， 睇下係唔係真係喺 fully turbulent flow 嘅 region。如果唔係咧，咁就要再 estimate 翻佢究竟真實個 frictional factor 係幾多嘅，即係如果喺設計角度嚟講。另外一個嘅 Power-Wright equation 咧，佢嘅 equation 都適用嘅範圍都係一般嘅 turbulent flow， 但係佢嘅 frictional factor 咧就唔係咁直接揾到啦。咁呢條 equation 咧都好準嘅，咁但係佢嘅 frictional factor 咧就係要 iteration。佢個 frictional factor 咧係要去 try and error 去揾嘅，就唔係咁直接揾得到嘅。冇一啲好即係呢種嘅 equation 咧，你 solve 呢個根號 F 咧，你係冇辦法去直接 solve 出嚟嘅。所以Swami and Jain equation 咧，佢好用嘅地方就在於咧，佢唔使做 try and error， 就直接輸入呢啲參數咧就揾到啦。其實個參數咧都係同我哋去揾 Moody diagram 差唔多嘅 ，KS D Reynolds number 都係呢啲參數嘅。咁所以點解會有呢啲 equation 咧？因為我哋喺做我哋好多時候咧，我哋以前就當然人手去計啦，依家就少用人手同我哋電腦計㗎嘛，係嘛？咁當我哋電腦計嘅時候，我哋冇辦法話叫電腦去查嗰 Moody diagram 啦。就電腦去查咧，就基本上係除非係有好勁嘅啲人工智能啊，或者圖像嘅辨識嘅功能啦。咁一般嘅電腦我哋直接由呢條式個 Excel 度就可以計到 F 啦，係嘛？咁就方便我哋嘅計數嘅。OK，咁呢啲就係我哋上堂課嘅模板。 So for the content tonight, we are going to start from the previous content. So associated with the Moody diagram, we have three cases of the problem. The purpose is to determine different parameters. Case 1, the target is to find out the head loss. This case 1 problem is usually very straightforward, okay? It's straightforward. That means you don't need to do the iteration. What kinds of information we usually have? We usually have the discharge of the system, the diameter, the material given, okay? Sometimes the question will tell you that what's the pipe material? It is steel pipe, DI pipe, plastic pipe, copper pipe, okay? Asphalt, cast iron, or the epoxy, okay? And then the length of the pipe, right? Based on this information, for example, you may have the Q over the area to find out the velocity, right? To use the velocity to develop the Reynolds number, right? And use the relative roughness, height, and divided by the diameter to find the frictional factor, the relative roughness, and then you can look for the Swarmy and Jane equation or the Moody diagram, right? Then to find out the frictional factor. The frictional factor you can use Darcy-Weisbach equation. It's equal to FL over D, V squared over 2G. Then to find out the head loss. Now, this is the straightforward question. No need to go back, okay? No need to do a trial and error. Just directly find out the necessary information, fit into the corresponding equation, and then work out the result, all right? So this is the very first straightforward question. Case 2 problem, all right? You see that the flow chart seems to be as a loop, okay? As a loop here. The flow chart for the case 2 question, it has been different from the case 1, right? The target for the case 2 problem is to find out the flow rate. What kinds of application scenario we use, okay? Usually, this case, the case 2 problem applied to the situations that, for example, we have designed a pipe that connected to locations, maybe the reservoir, maybe the one reservoir to the user, okay? And then we know that what is the height difference, the head difference between the two locations. We have designed the pipe, and we know the pipe material, we know the distance. And then we need to estimate what kinds of the actually flow is running in the pipe. At this moment, okay, we have not, we don't have a pump, okay, in this system. There is no pump, okay, so that we need to, we let the flow by the gravitational force itself. So that we need to estimate what actually flow is running in the pipe. So we need to combine the energy equation and the Darcy-Weisbach equation. Now, if there is no other head losses in the pipe, we use the Darcy-Weisbach equation directly, okay? If there is sometimes maybe there is a valve, there is transition, there may be the pipe bands in the system. We need to also consider that types of the head loss. But if there is no, okay, we can solely use the Darcy-Weisbach equation. For the complicated system, we may need to consider the energy equation as well. Now, we will firstly develop the relationship between the velocity and frictional factor. The thing is, the velocity and the frictional factor are both unknown in this kinds of question. So that we need to very first step, we need to develop the relationship between the velocity and the frictional factor. And we will make an initial assumption for the frictional factor. Usually, you will assume that it is ranging from 0.02 to 0.030, okay? You may make an assumption in this range because in the Moody diagram, the mid-range of the frictional factor is ranging in 0.02 to 0.03. If you assume that is very high, it's not quite appropriate, okay? To assume the frictional factor to be a mid-range, that will help you to save some of the step, okay? To get the data to be stable quicker, okay? Now, then, because we have worked out the velocity and the frictional factors relationship, then if we have assumed the frictional factor, then we can work out the corresponding velocity. Based on the velocity, we can find out the Reynolds number, and together with the given relative roughness, we can look for the Moody diagram for the new frictional factor f prime. Now, we will check that whether our previous assumption is the same as the new worked out resultant frictional factor, whether they are the same. If it's not the same, we need to go back to use the new frictional factor to do this calculation again and again, maybe. Okay, it depends on how much decimal places you are going to have. Okay, if you, for my experience, okay, if you have the 3 decimal places, usually you will have 2 trials. If you have 4 decimal places, you will usually have 3 or more trials. Okay? That means that you may look again for a second time for the 3 decimal places. It depends on the precision you are going to have. Most likely, 3 decimal places is enough. Okay? 3 decimal places is usually enough. Alright, so you may have 2 second trial, and then second trial, if you are working well, if you work right, you will let the frictional factor, newly worked out frictional factor, the same as the previous assumption. If yes, we can use this velocity to determine the discharge. Okay, so this is the case 2 problem. Case 2 problem. Case 2 problem, you may need to have an iteration. Okay, you may have an iteration. That means that you may make an initial assumption, and then after you work out the velocity and the corresponding Reynolds number and relative roughness, you may check whether the assumption with the result. Okay, if not the same, you need to go back to do it again. If yes, you can work out the result. Okay. Now, someone may say, is there any straightforward solution method? Yes, but for the simple system, that means no component, or we may say the only pipette loss. Consider them. Okay? This equation is a straightforward equation. Alright? You don't need to do the iteration. You can just input the diameter, the head loss, the length. Alright? The water's kinematic viscosity, the sand equivalent roughness, then you can work out the Q. Alright? However, this question sorry, this equation, you see that there are numbers of the parameter to be input. So that if you are using a calculator to input this, be afraid that you have a wrong input in any one of the parameter. Okay, so this also have a risk that you may sometimes have the chance to have wrong input in the calculator. Okay, we can try. Okay, we can try in the tutorial. We have some similar question. Okay, we can try the result work out by this one and this. Okay? This is a case 2 question to work out the flow rate in the pipe. Case 3 question very similar to the case 2. And this is to find out the pipe diameter. It's more approach to the design purpose. It's more approach to the design. Designing what is the necessary size for connecting 2 locations. Okay. For example, you are asked to design a main pipe to connect a surface reservoir to a property or to an estate. Okay. You have estimated how much is the flow requirement, okay, for an estate, and then you are going to build a direct strip main pipe to connect the surface reservoir to your estate. All right. Then you are estimating how much is the diameter necessary, if not using the pump. Okay. Now, if using a pump, okay, you add in another element. You will need to estimate how much is the pump power necessary. Okay. Using a pump sometimes will make your because the pump can control its power output, so that will use the pump control to control the flow rate. Okay. But if there is no pump for some situation, you may need to estimate how much is the pipe diameter necessary. All right. Sometimes you will have the information about the head difference between the 2 locations, the discharge, the material, the length, the distance connecting 2 places. Now, and if there is only the simple situation, you can use Darcy-Weisman equation. But if there is the pipe joints, the high transitions, expansion or the contraction, or if there is pipe banks, elbows, you need to also consider with the energy equation. And similar to the previous case 2 problem, you will firstly develop the relationship between the diameter and the frictional factor, because these 2 parameters are the unknown. You cannot solve it by one single equation, right? So you need to also assume an F similar to the previous assumption. You may try Xeon 2 to Xeon 3's initial assumption. Now, the case 3 problem, you also need to work out the Reynolds number and the relative roughness. However, the D will affect many things. Firstly, the V is equal to the Q over pi over 4 D squared. And then the Reynolds number, okay, the Reynolds number is equal to Vd over nu, okay, Vd over nu. So that the Reynolds number depends on the diameter. And also the relative roughness depends on the diameter as well. So that when in each time of making an assumption, this relative roughness will change. Compared with the previous question, this relative roughness is not changed, okay, because D is fixed. But the case 3 problem, the relative roughness will change as well. But to my experience, the change for the range of the change is very small. Okay, so that is sometimes it is very close to each assumption. as well as the previous case, we also need to look for the Moody diagram to find a new resultant frictional factor to compare whether the frictional factor is the same as our previous assumption. If not the same, we need to use the new frictional factor to go this step again, okay? Until these two are the same. So we have, the important thing is, we will work out the necessary diameter, okay? The calculated diameter. This is not yet done. We need to look for the closest, the dn closest and larger dn number, okay? We will indicate that what's the dn type that should be used for this case. And this will tell that, okay, which dn type is suggested. Now, for a more for a later step, you may need to use the dn number type. For example, you look for the supplier's catalog, and to find out the dn number, the pipe, and then you may have the ID, inner diameter, and then you may need to estimate head loss again to see that whether the head loss fulfills your design purpose. Okay, but for our calculation, if you suggest the dn number, that is done. Okay, so this is the case 3 problem. If you would like to have also, if there is only the pipe head loss, you can also use a explicit equation, okay, straightforward equation to input the Ks, the equivalent roughness, length, head loss, and the kinematic viscosity and discharge to work out the necessary diameter directly. Okay, and we have tried it before for most of the question. Okay, if simple situation, these two methods work out the very similar result. Okay, very similar result. So this is the case 3 problem. We will show the steps in the tutorial how to do it. So this is the pipes, the problems that are associated with the Moody diagram and the Darcy-Weisbach equation. Now, in the Darcy-Weisbach equation, you need to have this kind of iteration to work out the Q and sometimes the diameter. But if you go back to see the Hazen-Miller equation and the Manning equation, you don't need to do that kinds of things. Okay. For the Hazen-Miller equation, you can directly use one equation to work out the V and then the discharge. Okay. Or you can use the equation to solve for the D directly. And also the Manning equation, you can also solve for the Q directly, not using the iteration approach. Okay, so that only the Darcy-Weisbach equation we may need to use to solve a case 1, 2, 3 question. Okay. So there, for different models, that they have the advantages. Next, we are going to talk about the component head loss. I think that this is a very straightforward idea. That for the component head loss, comes from the fittings in the pipe system. There may be the valve, there may be the pipe band, elbows. Pipe band is different from the elbow, okay? And then the pipe joints, maybe the T-joint, okay, usually T-joint. And then maybe the transition and expansion, entrance and exit. These kinds of components forms the component head losses. And the component head loss is calculated by this manner. The big K, the K, it seems that many symbols using the K, okay? Now, this case represents the minor loss coefficient, okay? Minor loss coefficient. This K, you just look for the menu, some handbooks, okay, to find out the K. And sometimes when you are going to use the fittings from kinds of the manufacturer or the supplier, they will give you the parameter for the case for the fittings that they produced. For example, the pipe bag or the elbows. Okay, they will tell you that what is the minor loss coefficient that they estimate or they experiment. Okay, so the head loss is just calculated by the simple K coefficient times the velocity head. But some of the situation, the velocity head should be carefully selected. Okay. Now, if you are finding the K, you will use measurement devices to measure how much is the pressure drop before and after these fittings, and then divided by pressure drop or head drop, okay, before and after the fittings, and then divided by the velocity head. For example, right, we have this kind of experiment in our module. Okay. Now, for example, you are going to measure the coefficient for the valve. Okay, you will have a meter to measure the head, the pressure head difference between and after. Okay, if the flow is by this direction. Okay, you will measure the delta P, and then divided by the rho G. Okay, and then this is the head difference, and divided by the velocity head in the flow. Okay, divided by the velocity head in the flow. Will tell you. Okay, it will tell you how much is the minor loss coefficient. Usually, the minor loss coefficient is a fixed number. So the minor loss is proportional to the velocity head. Okay. So if you plot, if for fitting, okay, if you plot that the head loss and the velocity head is supposed to be times of the straight line. Okay, the slope of this is the minor loss coefficient. The slope of this linear curve is the K, okay? Is the K, the coefficient. Right? And next, so this is also talking about how the K is worked out, right? Now here is some the figures that shows that the minor loss coefficient for some typical fittings. The entrance, the pipe inlet or the entrance, okay? There is a re-entrance, okay? Re-entrance is that the pipe is inserted into the tank, okay? And the sharp-edged entrance is that the entrance is directly connected to the tank surface, the wall of the tank. There is no roundness of the entrance, okay? Here is a well-rounded entrance, okay? There is a round design. So for this kind of entrance, for the re-entrance, the head loss may comes from, okay? The head loss may comes from this location. Now for the re-entrance, loss may generate here and also here, okay, and also here. For this sharp edge entrance, the head loss may generate here. For this kind of entrance, the head loss region will be less, okay. This has been done for the simulation, by some CFD software, okay. We just show you that what is the main sources of the head loss. Now, the reentrant outlet, okay, for the pipe exit to a reservoir or to a big pipe, okay, so that there is the head loss in this area for the turbulence. This is also have turbulence in this area, okay. This is less, okay, so that for all of these the exit, the head loss coefficient will be 1 time of the alpha, okay? So that for the turbulence, alpha is equal to 1. So that for the outlet head loss, it will be equal to 1 times of the velocity head, okay? For the sudden expansion, the minor loss coefficient will be alpha times 1 subtract small d over big D squared and alpha squared, okay, the bracket squared. Small d is the small size of the diameter, big D is the big diameter, okay. For the sudden expansion and contraction, you need to look for the chart here, okay. It depends on the d, small d over big D squared. For the gradually expansion, you may need to know the diameter, the angle of the expansion and angle of the contraction to look for the corresponding value for the head loss, minor loss coefficient. Now the pipe band, okay, pipe band and elbow, the difference of the elbow and the pipe band. Elbow is usually, okay, seems that no elbows figure here. Elbows usually talking about this one. Elbow is outside is round, is smooth, inside is straight angle, okay. Elbow is like this. Okay, elbow is like this. The pipe band outside and inside is round. Okay, the meter band outside inside are right angles. Okay, meter band with length. There is a guide wall here. Okay, it will be greatly lower down the head loss. Okay, the thread elbow means that the angle is not 90 degree. Okay, it may be 45 degree. The return band is like this, and the T-joint, there is the side through flow and the straight through flow's head loss, okay? Side through flow, the bench flow, and the line flow, inline flow has different head loss coefficient. Okay? Valve, it depends, okay? I think the valve depends, because the manufacturer may have different head loss coefficient, okay? This is just for reference. For the gate valve, full open, half open, okay, the head loss is different, okay.佢係呢度係嘛？即係佢係有啲嘅設計咧，佢會加啲嘅 wing 啊，即係街窩啊。咁如果你唔加嘅話咧，佢會喺呢啲位咧就會係撞過去咧，會有機會喺呢啲位咧會形成嗰啲漩渦嘅。咁佢加咗呢啲咧，就令到呢個漩渦咧冇辦法形成啊。咁所以咧會形成漩渦嘅時候咧，咁就會產生 head loss。咁所以你如果係加咗呢啲嘅街窩咧，或者叫 wing 咧，就會咧破壞咗呢個漩渦嘅形成啦。 咁好多時候咧，呢啲設計咧都係應用喺我哋生活上嘅例子嘅。咁我哋上堂課咧有張圖咧，我唔知大家有冇留意啊？喺呢張圖入邊咧，你見到我哋呢個咧氧化oxidation ditch 即係氧化溝咧，佢係啲水處理設施嚟啦，污水處理設施啦。佢 suppose 係咁樣過嚟㗎嘛。咁佢呢度咧，如果佢個水流快嘅時候咧，就會有可能喺呢啲位咧形成啲漩渦嘅。咁佢加到呢啲嘅街窩咧，就破壞咗呢個漩渦嘅。咁亦都有啲時候咧，我哋喺一啲車嘅有時候啲跑車咧會加啲定風液嘅，係咪？有啲跑車會加啲定風液嘅，即係啲跑車啊會係加啲定風液嘅設計嘅。咁點解要加定風液嘅設計咧？因為佢咧喺呢啲位咧，佢會係形成咗啲嘅漩渦嘅。咁佢會喺呢啲位加個定風液咧，就會破壞到個漩渦咧喺呢度產生嘅。咁就會令呢度啲氣流咧順翻。順嘅時候，即係佢漩渦唔係喺個車嘅附近產生咧，佢對個車嘅嗰個阻力咧就會減少咗嘅，即係咁樣嘅原意。咁所以呢度點解咧？即係呢幅圖上面咧，加咗呢個 wing 咧，即係會即係加咗呢啲嘅導流板咧，就會係減少咗呢個嘅嗰個嘅 head loss 嘅。咁當然佢呢個咧就唔係一啲好細嘅批啦，細嘅批入邊就加唔到啦。即係啲大嘅批入邊，即係譬如話風喉咧，如果即係可能會考慮咁樣咯。即係啲 elbow 啲細嘅批咩咧，就通常冇㗎。除非啲大嗰啲嘅，即係比較闊一啲嘅 section 咧，就可能會考慮加呢啲嘅。
我想問咧，個 French 同埋 Fred 係個 connection 嗰個對話，即係 French 係嗰啲片嘅打出邊打落先 ，Fred 就係扭啊。
係，就佢係佢呢啲係threaded 咧，就佢係一啲嘅接駁嘅形式嘅，即係佢接駁形式。咁其實批 band 咧都有一啲嘅，有兩種嘅。咁有一種呢種就當然係好 smooth 嘅批 band 啦。咁有啲批 band 佢可能係都係 thread 嘅批 band。咁有啲批 band 佢係咁樣，即係咁樣，即係焊接嘅。有啲批 band 係咁，佢嘅 head loss 又唔一樣。呢啲咧就係即係燒焊嘅嗰啲嘅批 band。係啊，就同我覺得可能。咁呢啲都係 threaded union 啦，即係呢啲係因為啲焊接嘅接駁嘅一啲嘅批 band 啦。
我好奇係而家個數值會爭2-3個。
哦，即係你講呢度。
係，即係一個扭螺絲，只不過佢個孔嘅接駁個形式，一個好扭眼啊，一個係出邊扭釘綁實。
我諗佢應該係講緊呢種，即係如果佢係 threaded 嘅批 band 咧，佢應該係嗰種，即係佢呢個批 band 係好完整嘅。佢個批 band 係完整嘅一個咩？即係喺倒模出嚟啊，或者乜嘢嘅。咁佢就係咁樣去發欄嘅，係
發欄
即係咁樣去扭嘅。咁如果 threaded 嗰啲係通常咧係介成幾條咁樣燒焊埋一齊嘅，咁佢嘅冇咁順嘅，即係佢個水流咧係冇順，所以佢所以佢嗰個 head loss 係有區別，就係咁啊。即係應該係呢個就 threaded。有兩種嘅，通常咧呢種咧係貴嘅，發欄呢啲係貴嘅，因為你要係特登係要啱啱好有嗰種，因為咁樣嘅話你要係你係入料嘅時候咧，你要專門入一個係有發欄咁樣嘅批 band 嘅。咁但係如果啲 thread 咧，就啲師傅咧你就條直嘅喉就得啦，咁佢界成咁樣就跟住就燒焊埋一齊，咁就得啦，咁慳成本嘅，咁你唔使入多個啲。通常啲管件咧係貴過，即係同樣咁長嘅話咧，啲管件係貴過一條直嘅，即係咁。所以有啲慳成本嘅做法就係用咁樣燒焊嘅方式啦。Okay, so we keep going. So the total head loss is calculated by counted, okay? Counted how much the straight pipe, how much is the components in the pipe system. For example, if a system connecting two location or one vessel to another, okay, coming, there is a valve and there is an elbow, okay, elbow, and there may be the contraction and connect to another reservoir, okay. Now we may count that there is a straight pipe, okay, straight pipe, 3 straight pipes, okay, and then one entrance, okay. Here is one entrance. The 2 elbows, and then one contraction and one outlet. Okay, so that you will count how much is the how many components is system in one line pipe. Okay, to estimate how much is the head loss totally. So this is to estimate the, and then combine with the the length of the pipe, okay, to estimate the total head loss. Here we comes to the long run conduit. Now sometimes some of the cross section of the pipe or the section is not circular, okay. So we will use the hydraulic diameter, 4 times the cross-section area over the metal perimeter. I think that this is not a new thing. I have already mentioned that, okay, to estimate the diameter, okay. This is for some calculation in the pipe flow equation, okay. Now, the area in the laminar flow is larger, but the turbulent flow is smaller. Okay. The hydraulic radius, I think is we already talked about that. This is area over the metal perimeter. Is 1/4 of the hydraulic diameter. Okay. Now this is topic 2 and 3. We may take a 10 minutes break and then come back again at about 8:40 p.m.
批唔係行晒嘅時候，咁會當咩？
個批唔係行晒嘅時候又唔一樣喎，就唔係用呢種嘅計數方式喎，佢有另外一種喎。
即係又唔算 open channel，
算 open channel， 但係就唔算我哋呢度啲區嘅，就用另外一種嘅方式計。佢呢度咧係講緊佢要行晒嘅時候要 under pressure， 係啊 full flow。
係咁，譬如可能啲 manhole 滿嗰啲，咁呢個算係行得有 pressure
嘅話，咁佢就係 pipe flow 嘅形式行，係啦。即係如果 manhole 滿嘅，咁即係你下邊啲 drainage pipe 咧都係突然間，咁所以如果係滿嘅話咧，就用 pipe flow 嘅計算方式。佢係有兩種，即係佢有兩種 control 嘅方法去計，係啦。就你一個係full flow 同埋即係但係咧，通常你喺渠嘅設計入邊